Welcome to Whole Living Yoga. I'm Liz. Today I'll be guiding you through a body awareness meditation. This is a practice of self-care, one in which we remove ourselves from the daily schedules that we all might keep, remove ourselves from any stressors in our lives, giving ourselves the opportunity to slow things down, become aware of our body. In this exercise, we will begin to anchor our minds into a deeper level of awareness through our body. We become more present, and we welcome the present state of being, the presence of our thoughts, the feelings, those that may arise and those that may disappear. When we are at home in our bodies, we become more at home with the world around us. See if you can make sure that you won't be disturbed for the next 30 minutes, setting aside some time to be quiet and still. I recommend the use of headphones or earbuds as you practice. This practice can be done by simply sitting on a chair or on the floor. If you're choosing to sit on the floor, perhaps you'll consider sitting up on a cushion or several blankets. Your legs may be folded or extended. Perhaps you may choose to practice lying on the floor. If you're choosing to lie on the floor, you might consider a rolled blanket under your knees and a blanket under your head for support. You may also want to prepare something to cover yourself. If you're choosing to sit, perhaps it's a shawl. If you're lying down, perhaps it's a blanket to keep you warm. Finding whichever posture keeps you relaxed and a place where you can remain still and comfortable for the next 30 minutes. Now, in this practice, we are not trying to reach a particular state of mind or being. The practice is simply an invitation, an encouragement to move within our physical experience through the sensations of the body. It is an invitation to guide our attention and awareness, and not to feel controlled or pressure to achieve any particular state. There is no need to force relaxation. Just bring your awareness into the experience, whatever it may be, noticing if there is any tension, relaxing the body and the mind. No need to literally be with what is said here either. It is meant to just simply guide you in your awareness and your attention, to hold on to your experience. Notice if you are getting impatient with yourself or have already begun to judge yourself. This is natural for the mind to wander. The practice is to help us come back and not to tie ourselves down to any particular outcome. The mind's deciding to wander off as it is always interested in other things. It's just that we aren't there when our mind wanders. So when you wake up to what has happened, notice if you get frustrated over this and see if you can shift to an attitude of interest and curiosity and perhaps even amusement. Now getting comfortable, taking a moment to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and a slow exhale through your mouth. noticing your in-breath, and upon exhaling, allowing for that exhalation to be ever so longer. Inhaling one more time, exhaling and letting it go. We will start by just noticing your surroundings. Maybe noticing something you particularly like, taking in the overall environment and situation, noticing your gentle and general state of mind, the body right here in this moment, acknowledging where you are. You can close your eyes at this time, or if you prefer to leave them open, gently lowering the eyes and softening your gaze, letting go now of the visual world that surrounds us. Then taking in any sounds we can hear clearly. We don't have to be disturbed by any of these sounds, just allowing them to be there in the background. We can let go of the world of sounds around us. And then taking one or two more deep breaths. Begin to bring awareness to your in-breath, the out-breath, this breath, not the idea of breathing generally, but just this breath right now. Not doing anything with the breath, not forcing it, just noticing the movement of the body. And as far as you can feel the breath, no need to focus too intently, imagining whatever we are tuning our attention to is also tuning into us. It's coming to us, exploring whatever is there or not there. Now letting the in-breath take our attention, bringing the attention behind the eyes, and the out-breath softening that sense of being present right here and now. You don't need to be too focused at this point. The eyes can rest. You can gently invite your eyes to rest, not reaching any edge or boundary to your awareness. Then let's begin to notice the mouth, noticing any tension there and inviting the mouth and the lips to soften. Again, you can use the in-breath to invite the attention there, and the out-breath to invite your face and mouth to release. Bring awareness into the face, the general area of your face. Then imagining that in-breath draws our attention into the body, down into the belly, noticing any movements of the belly with your breath. And with the out-breath, inviting our attention to settle down wherever we can feel our contact to the ground, allowing awareness to drop down to the level of sensations in your body, the spreading out of whichever part of your body is transmitting the weight to support you on the ground. Receiving that feeling of pressure of our own body weight. Then as we breathe out, having a sense that we can let go of our weight, that the ground will support us. letting go just a little more with each breath. Imagine that each out breath is releasing any held tension in the body, allowing those tensions or worries to just flow down into the ground, feeling the breath drop deep into the body, using the breath to spread awareness through the entire body, letting the awareness sift the body for sensations down through the legs until we have a sense of the feet, however vague or present that sensation may be. Then starting with the left foot, breathing into the big toe of your left foot, breathing out with a sense of letting go all around the foot, breathing in and breathing out. Then seeing if we can feel the little toe, and then the toes in between, breathing into the sole of the foot, noticing what sensations might be there. Breathing out with a sense of release, awareness around the foot, to receive the softness and the tenderness right there at the sole of the foot. And now moving to the top of the foot. There may not be a very clear sense of any part of the body, and that's okay. Breathe in, breathing out, just letting the sensations come to us. Then noticing the heel, the ankle, then the right foot. Opening up our senses of the right foot into a more detailed reception of sensation. Awareness of the big toe, the little toe, and all of the toes in between. We know that they are there, just inviting them to come to our attention. Letting the body wake up to sensation on its very own. Noticing the sole of your right foot. Just resting your attention there for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting the softness, the tenderness of the sole of your foot begin to emerge. And breathing into the top of your foot, breathing out with a sense of reception. It may help to imagine the foot itself just taking in the breath and releasing the breath. Noticing the right heel and the right ankle. Noticing whatever thinking begins to bubble up in your mind, and not pushing it away or getting too involved with what might be coming up, just simply noticing what the mind is now doing. So the back of the heel and the right lower leg, noticing whatever is different in our experience here. The muscles, the feel of the tendons at either end, the long bone in front, and then the left lower leg, breathing right into it, breathing out with a sense of its weight. Noticing the left knee, breathing in, breathing out, a sense of letting go all around it. And then the knee, the right knee, breathing in and breathing out, feeling the complexity of the knee joint, the kneecap floating on the top of the knee. And then we shift our awareness to the right upper leg. Notice how you're not anticipating the next body part, not just ticking it off of a list of things to come, giving your attention to whatever is before you in the here and the now. Moving now to the right upper leg, the large muscles of the thigh, the large bone. And now moving to the left upper leg, left thigh, and with an out breath, imagining the muscles in the legs lengthening, broadening, softening. Breathing awareness in as we breathe out, allowing it to be heavy and relaxed. As we move our awareness to our buttocks, just allowing the buttocks to soften, releasing into the ground or the surface that you're resting on, and then breathing into the pelvis, letting the pelvis and the hips be open and heavy. A soft, spacious sense of presence here. With the out breath, just stopping and resting our attention here. Breathing soft attention in, and with the out breath, letting the legs loosen and drop away from the hips. The lower back, noticing whatever feeling is here. With the out breath, maybe tucking in the tailbone at the base of your spine. Breathing into this experience just as it is. In this moment, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. Noticing any resistance to this experience. Not adding to it or taking anything away. Noticing the feeling of the breathing here. Is there any tenderness, discomfort, tightness? And breathing with a sense of the muscles around the spine lengthening, broadening, and softening. Breathe into the abdomen with the out breath, letting the awareness gather around the internal organs. Allowing for the in-breath to take us into this moment. This flowing, changing quality of awareness. This we call the present moment. And then letting our awareness softly soak into the abdomen. Feeling the internal organs shifting gently in the diaphragm. Feeling the diaphragm gently being massaged. Noticing any holding back or pushing away of feelings, sensations. Simply noticing. Feeling the belly move with your breath. letting whatever is there to be present. Then noticing the heart. Listen to the heart as you breathe in. Letting go of expectations as we breathe out. So we are listening out for that great rhythm of life that goes along with our breath. The beat of the heart. Maybe we can feel the heartbeat, or perhaps we may not. But tuning in and listening anyway. Listening not just to the heart, not just to the heartbeat, but whatever feeling arises there in the heart. Noticing any closing down or hardening of sensations or feelings. Then beginning to spread our feelings and notice, including the whole chest. Taking in the ribs at the front and the lungs underneath. Noticing the ribs making room for each breath. Notice any movements of the ribs around the back. Any broadening of the back with that inhalation. And as the breath is released, notice any holding or softening in those muscles of the back body. Remembering not to try to change anything, just receiving what's here in the present time, just as it is. Then let us become aware of the breath moving through our torso, like a wave rolling down with the in-breath, and ebbing back up into the body with the out-breath. Feeling the spine release through those out-breaths, gently lengthening and shifting freely all the way through the back of the neck, like driftwood resting on a quiet sea, gently rocked by the waves of your breath. As you begin to breathe into the shoulders, breathing in and out, noticing any holding in the shoulders. Allow for your shoulder blades to drop and letting the upper arms and elbows become heavy, letting their weight hang freely from your shoulders, letting the lower arms hang freely from your elbows, breathing into your wrists, breathing out, the hands falling away from your wrists, noticing any tensions in the hands, and as they begin to release, perhaps noticing any additional feelings in your hands. The palms of your hands, the fingers, the backs of your hands. Bringing awareness to the big muscles in the neck, adjusting the position of your head so that they can find some ease. The skull drifting lightly up, finding the breath moving through the throat. Just giving time to come more closely into your awareness and present moment. Notice whatever your mind wants to add to this experience. Notice perhaps tension releasing with each out breath. Then noticing the whole of the head, including the back and the top of your head. Finding ease in unclenching the jaw, and with each out breath, feeling the jaw loosen just a bit more. Feeling the breath and the smoothness of the forehead. Noticing any wrinkling smoothing out. The temples lengthening. Imagine a sense of release all around your eyes, around your mouth, around your lips, and across the cheeks, moving toward your ears. Noticing and becoming aware of the outer edges of your ears. Slowly noticing the inner ears and the experience that lies there in between the space of your ears. Now begin to broaden your awareness and take that awareness out into the whole body. Just in this moment, noticing this experience. It's always changing. Nothing is fixed, but constantly moving. Sensations and feelings arise, and they pass away with each passing moment. Pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings. A river of experiences, feelings, sensations, and thoughts. Each one is present, and then it's no longer there. Always receiving the experience. Resting here for a few more moments, experiencing all and any sensations. Notice them as they come and go. And now, in your own time, we'll begin to bring the practice to a close. With mindful awareness, noticing the sounds that may be around you. Becoming aware once again of those sounds, those in the distance and those that may be closer to you. Gently bringing your awareness into the outside world. All of those things outside of your body. Beginning to deepen your breath. Beginning to bring some small movements here of the hands, of the toes, of the feet, the ankles, the wrists, and notice how it feels as you begin to move those joints and body parts. Beginning to breathe more deeply and see if we can continue to rest our attention in this moment, in the here and the now, becoming more and more aware of your surroundings. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to blink the eyes opened and closed. Being present in your current surroundings, taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling fully from your mouth. Taking 2 more breaths in this way. Notice your sensation and feeling of being rested, of being relaxed, of allowing this time of self-care to be one that is productive, calming, and brings you peace. May this peace be carried forth with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Namaste.